What's up, everybody? This is your boy Dre from the Bay. Um, like I said, special episode of tonight's show, the 49er Carolina game. I am not a happy camper with Brock Purdy right now. Um, I know most of y'all are not.
You do.
He just it's been a bad game for him. 3 interceptions in the first half. Not a good start. Not a good start. Granted, yes, we are up 10-3. But we can't we can't have that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? 3 interceptions. No, we cannot give Carolina that kind of a confidence coming into the second half. Yeah, we can't do that. The first drive looked great. First drive was fantastic. Moving the ball down the field, blah, 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 blah. Touchdown. And then all of a sudden, it's like
I
interception.
don't think there's blah 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 in football neither. But go ahead. I'm gonna let you talk.
I'm just saying, it's like all of a sudden, like interception, defense back on the field. We get the ball back, give it back to the offense. Another interception. It's like the defense is doing their job, but I don't know what's up with Purdy right now. His eyesight is off or something, because those interceptions, they shouldn't even happen. It might have been a play call, okay? Because on a couple of those plays, there was somebody wide open other than the receiver he was throwing to. I know that one play underneath, Kittle was by himself. Kittle did what I guess we call a post pattern. He was across the middle. He was wide open, but Brock threw it to the intended receiver and got picked off. Not a good start. I'm just saying, it's 3 interceptions already. Not a good start. Not a good start. I'm not saying I'm upset. I'm just a little disturbed about
But
Brock.
you just said you wasn't happy with him. But I get what you're saying. You know, I get off work at 4:30. It takes me a minute to get home, so I really didn't get to see a lot of the first half. I don't really think I saw like the actual interception, but I was like, didn't the Niners, when I look up, I was like, didn't the Niners have possession of the ball? So yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm sitting here, I'm looking, they look good, but it's, again, like I said, I don't know if it's a play call and Brock is not looking for his check downs. If that first receiver, your primary is not open, check down, look for number 2, look for number 3, or run the ball, which he's done tonight. He's run the ball a couple of times and got yardage. But the interceptions, in my opinion, are uncalled for. Oh man, wow! You do your check down, man. You got to do your check downs because, like I said, on one of those interceptions, Kittle was wide open over the middle. He broke loose. He did his block. Went upfield, cut across. He was wide open. There was no linebackers, no safeties. He was wide open. Brock, you got to look for your secondaries. You got to look for the secondaries. Man. We should be up. We should be up right now at least 14, 17 to 3. We should be up at least 17 to 3. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, from what you saw once you got home, from what you've seen, what do you think?
I mean, I was happy that they were still holding on to the lead. Like, you know, who are they playing? The Panthers, they only have 3 points, so I was happy about that. Yeah, I only like glanced at it a little bit because as, you know, eating, just got home, just trying to settle in for the night. So I really didn't get to see, like I normally do, like enough to like really have a comment other than to harass. Well, I don't even harass you. That's the wrong statement. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, since I really don't know football, I just be happy my team wins, just to keep it real. As long as they're winning or win, I'm happy. But like, I do agree with you. It should be they should be up by at least 2 touchdowns.
Absolutely. Yeah. They should definitely be up by 2 touchdowns.
Because like I was telling you, when I was on the bus, the guy next to me, he had it on his phone. So I was trying to look over his shoulder and watch, but he kept switching the screen like to text somebody, and you know, so he wasn't fully paying attention to the game.
Of course,
then he got off the bus.
Of course, you know, he's not. I mean, he might be a fan, but he ain't a fan. Don't text me while the 49ers are on. That's what I tell
you
people.
Say that every single week. You say everybody
right.
thinks that. You say every single week. You say when the 49ers are losing, everybody knows like not to text me or not to. But then you say you want people to call and text and like check on you and stuff. You are so confused.
No. See, you misunderstanding what I'm saying.
You're confusing me.
Listen. You misunderstanding what I'm saying.
What are you saying?
If we lose, people know not to bother me. But during the game, you know, if you're seeing something that I'm seeing, or you got an opinion on the game, let me know. What's up? Yeah, call me, text me. What's your take on the game? Because that's why I asked you, what is your take on the game? Well, you didn't get to watch the whole first half.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
But you did get to watch some. And I'm just saying, I mean, right now, if let's say right now, somebody would text me or call me and say, you know, what's going on with the Niners? Well, I'm gonna give you my opinion on what's going on with the Niners right now. Is Brock Purdy not reading the defense? I mean, the play calls were good, but he's not reading the defense. He's forcing stuff, which he shouldn't be doing. That's the last thing he needs to be doing, is trying to force a pass or force this or the other. McCaffrey. Wow. He doing his thing. He's doing his thing tonight. But I think the first quarter they use McCaffrey way too much. We have other players other than McCaffrey that can do things. Kittle has been part of this offense, but we got wide receivers we haven't even used yet. I mean, coach is a good coach. Yeah, he's a good coach, but
Yeah.
he excuse me. He's overdoing. He's overplaying McCaffrey. Teams are locked in on McCaffrey. They're locked in on him.
And I think you said that when we were watching soccer about how they overuse like the star player or whatever.
Yeah.
And I feel like that in all sports and like all levels of sports, because you have like this one go-to player, and people kind of get to know that, okay, that's the go-to player. They're gonna go to them for all of the plays.
Yeah.
It ends up becoming a hindrance for the team because the other teams are going to understand that and lock in on that.
It's just, I love McCaffrey. I love McCaffrey, but Shanahan's he's got to start using our other weapons. Mm-hmm. Confuse the defense. If they're going to lock in on McCaffrey, use our wide receivers. Use Kittle. Kittle's a great blocker, great, fantastic, but he's also a great receiver with the ability to turn a 5-yard catch into a 20-yard catch. Mm-hmm. Those yards after the catch, we gotta get into using more of our weapons. Not only that, but that would save Brock a lot of stress. It would also keep him from getting hurt. Our O-line is doing well, but if they're consistently run blocking, they're going to be tired. They're going to be tired. Pass blocking is a little more. It's a little easier to do because you're spread out. It's you against maybe one or maybe two, but you're spread out and you're not beating yourself up to try and make a hole for the running back who, if he runs into the gap that's called, chances are he ain't gonna go nowhere. Chances are he ain't gonna go nowhere. But here we are. We're about to, why I said this was going to be a special episode is because we are now going into the second half, third quarter. Carolina's going to get the ball, and we're going to see what's going to happen.
Are we going to talk about the other stuff, or are we going to save that for Thursday? Man, fumble, but Carolina recovered. So anyway, the other thing I want to talk about tonight, Golden State Warriors. Golden State Warriors. What is up with the Golden State Warriors? Won 3 in a row and now have lost 3 in a row. Are they on like an elevator and they just pushing buttons, going up and down, going up and down, going up and down? Escalator? I don't know. I know they play tonight. Yeah.
If I don't know what's going on with the Warriors. I don't. It's not like. I mean, I know they were tired from that long road trip, but dang, they came home and lost.
And that wasn't expected.
No, it was not, and it shouldn't have happened, in my opinion. I mean, wow. You go on a long road trip. Okay, you split the road trip. You win 3, you lose 3. But then you come home and you lose your first game at home. What? Why? I mean, again, I'm going to blame it on they were tired. They were tired. You know, I'm going to blame it on a long road trip, jet lag getting back home, only having like a day off before the next game. I mean, a complete day off, spend with your family, rest your bones, whatever. And then the following day, you go back to practice. The following day, you got a game, and you get beat at home. No, doesn't work for me. Doesn't work for me. I don't know what's going on with the Warriors, but something got to change. they got to get this. Man, this is that. I don't know what to say about Bay Area sports teams right now. I know we've got opportunities to do good things and big things in the Bay Area, but there seems to be a lack of hunger. Warriors got a long ways to go. That's an 84 game, season. That's 84 game season. That's a long time. Niners, on the other hand, we ain't got a lot of time left, and we're playing in the next 3 games. We're playing playoff teams. Earlier in the season, we had what they called the easiest schedule in the NFL. Well, guess what? Those teams that were supposed to be easy games are not anymore. The Indianapolis Colts, number 1 in the AFC right now. Chicago Bears, number 1 in NFC North. Come on, man. What is easy? What is easy about our schedule from here on out? Nothing. Nothing is easy about our schedule from here on out. And this
such a hater.
And this team we're playing tonight, Carolina, they're 6-5.
Huh?
Carolina.
Okay, and they had injuries.
I know that, but now if you look at our schedule now, we better start doing something. Injured or not, we need to start doing something because we're about to go up against some serious competition that wasn't supposed to be. Now, if Carolina was, a 2-18 right now, okay, we kind of look at this and going, yeah, we can get this, but Carolina's right behind us, and they're looking for a playoff spot just like we are. The Rams, who we thought were going to be kind of a weak team, they're number 1 in our division. What is up? So I'm not saying that we're not going to make the playoffs, but I know we need to work at it. We need to get busy. The 49ers, injuries or no injuries, we need to get out of bounds. Okay. Yeah, as we speak, y'all, we're watching the 49er game. I'm looking at my defense. I'm confident in my defense right now. I'm just wondering about the offensive plays that are going to be called.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I didn't mean to say that out loud.
Okay. So you're actually ahead of me.
As always.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't mean it like that for the listeners. That they already know you're on the East Coast. I'm on the West Coast. If we're watching games or whatever we're watching and we're watching it together, we do take the time to sync up our TVs, whether it be like pausing and waiting. Sometimes it takes a lot, so I just have the game on and I have the sound down so we can do the podcast.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about, like I said, the other Bay Area teams, or do you want to save that for Thursday?
Well, I am going to speak about. Good. I am going to speak about the Stanford women's soccer team. They are.
Speak about it.
They are blowing it up. They are blowing it up. And I'm really happy. They are in the Final Four. They are in the Final Four of the women's NCAA soccer championship. I looked at the brackets and I was like, wow, they're not playing around. They are not playing around. They are not.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah, they are not.
Well, basically, bottom line is they won, what was it, the ACC championship?
Yep.
And then they played, what was it, Saturday, Sunday, one of the days of the weekend.
Yeah, they played Saturday and they blew out.
And they won.
They blew. One is not the word. They beat back BYU, Brigham Young University, 6-0. 6-0. The game before that, they won what, 7-3 or 7-?
Yeah, so they won. They played BYU today, correct?
Yeah, and they beat them 6-0.
Okay, I was. Yes, they beat them 6-0, and then the game that they played this weekend, like you said, they won 7-3.
Yeah. So Stanford women, y'all keep doing what you're doing. Keep it going. And again, I got to bring this up. If they win this championship, it will be the what was it, 128th time that Stanford. Huh?
Well, I don't know about that, but they won a championship of whatever sport every single year consistently for the last 50 years.
Well,
and they are definitely on track to do that this year.
Yeah. I'm hoping they do it. You know, I don't think.
Yeah, it looks like it. I mean, because I didn't know the game was on. That game was on today, soccer. But I was like, let me see when they play next, and then the thing popped up live, and I was able to go somewhere through a Google search and find out what the score was. So when I left the message to you, I was like, have you seen the score yet? And it was like 6-0.
Yeah.
You know, because unfortunately, it's on, I guess, what is it, ESPN Plus, as to where, I'm not paying that. But yeah, it's amazing to see and witness, you know.
I really don't see a team that can beat them right now. I mean, Notre Dame is out, which was the number 2 team. LSU is out. Vanderbilt, who in their conference was number 1. TCU had to play the penalty kicks. They won. And then there's Stanford. I really don't see a team that can beat Stanford right now. They play, as a matter of fact, they played tonight. They beat BYU like they were stepchildren.
Well, like I said, I don't even know if they really could call it beat, because I was like, you know, I was amazed at the score. They definitely,
And now, and in the Final Four, they get to play Michigan State, who they've been scoring a lot of goals too. But I can't wait to see, and I'm hoping the NCAA and ESPN decide to show the actual championship game of the women's NCAA championship. I think the women in the NCAA are being kind of, as far as soccer, they're being like disrespected. It's like they don't care, or they think people don't care about the NCAA.
There was a money grab.
Hold on for a moment. I've got to pause myself. You go ahead and talk for a moment.
About? All right, I'll talk. In other sporting news, the this past week, and Athens Football Club won their fifth championship. So congrats to them. I guess I'll just be all over the place and ramble till he gets back online. Some like Quincy that we knew and that we had, watched grow up playing sports, but it wasn't. It's Quincy Wilson, the youngest person, I think, to win a gold medal in the Olympics. He was the one that was in the 4x400 relay. So congrats to him. Congrats to Maryland. The big game, that the Stanford and Cal football game, was an interesting one. Stanford won. So there's that. I really have no opinion in that because at one point in time, my school, which is USC, I have to mention it at least once a week, they used to all be in the same, I guess, conference, so they would be opponents of each other. So it's easier for me to watch these games now, but yeah, it's easier for me to watch the games because they're not going against USC, but I still really have no opinion on them. What else can I talk about? The WNBA draft happened this weekend. And the Valkyries, or not the actual draft, but the draft lottery, which basically says what order the picks go in, and the Valkyries got number 8 draft pick. So the actual draft will happen in April 2026. And I am running out of stuff to talk about. I hope everything is okay with my co-host and he come back soon. But that was really all that I had to talk about, but I will find something to talk about.
I am back. I am so sorry, everybody.
You should be. Is everything okay?
Yeah, everything's fine. I had to take care of some personal business. Yeah. So, in other words, I had to go to the bathroom, y'all. It happened. Hey,
and that's why if you set the time, first of all, you're the one that set the time for this one tonight and forced me to do the episode tonight when I told you I didn't want to. I told you I wanted to watch the Niners game unbothered, but no. So being that I rushed home to come and be a good co-host for the show, I went to the bathroom before the show, nasty. I mean, I didn't mean to say that out loud. That was rude and mean, and I apologize if I hurt your feelings.
You're a lie. You know you meant to say it.
No, I didn't. So anyway, I covered like everything that I had to talk about. We talked about, I mean, you maybe can expound upon it a little bit more because you know more of like the technical stuff. I talked about the game in between Stanford and Cal. The only thing I really said was Stanford won.
Yeah, I'm aware of what you were saying, and I am not happy about that.
Well, like I said, I have no.
What I am happy about is that even though we lost to Stanford, we got one more game against SMU this coming weekend, but the Cal Bears are going to be playing in a bowl game. So
Somebody's bowl game, yeah.
yeah,
But
they're playing in the Las Vegas Bowl.
Okay, so they've announced what bowl they played in. You didn't have to. You could have just let me go on and say what I had to say, and then brought it up Thursday. But anyway, like I said, the Valkyries, they got the number 8 draft pick. I really didn't dig any deeper than that because I didn't. You already know Gotham Football Club won. So they had the, what did you call it, the 3 thing?
What sport are you talking about?
Soccer, the NWSL Championship. Gotham
the Final
City.
Four. Oh, no. Oh, yes. NSW, yes. Gotham. I gotta give Gotham the utmost respect. They did something I don't think I don't even think this has ever been done in a World Cup or let alone a league. They were the 8th seed, number 8 in the NWSL championship finals. To begin with, they were faced against the number 1 team in the NWSL against Kansas City. Kansas City was a 1-loss team. 1 loss all season. Gotham went in and beat them up. Got the win. So they beat the number 1 team in the league. They then proceeded, to beat the number 2 team in the league. And then proceeded to win the championship. So they did what I predicted, which is get the trifecta.
Oh, that's what you call it. Yeah.
The trifecta.
Yeah, your predictions was kind of like on fire this week.
Yeah, I'm happy
from
about
our Thursday show because he said they was gonna win. I don't know. Yeah, I didn't go. I should have went back and listened to that because I always do listen to the show after we do it because support, But yeah, I should have listened to it, wrote down the predictions because you was pretty much almost all your predictions was spot on.
Yeah. It's been a good week for me as far as that. Mm-hmm. I predicted that Gotham was going to win the championship, and they did. So, my hat goes off to them because that's not an easy task to do. You're the 8th team. You're number 8 in the league, and your first playoff game is against the number 1 team. A team that has only lost 1 game. So you go up against them, and then it's like, wow, we beat them 2-0. Not 2-1, 2-0. You shut them out. That's a big thing. If I'm not mistaken, it was a 2-0, 2-0 win for Gotham against Kansas City. It might have been 2-1. I'm not quite sure. I am not going to research it right now, but I know what matters is they won. They beat the number 1 team in the league. In the following week, they beat the number 2 team in the league. I'm blown away. Yes, my predictions did come through, and I'm very happy for the NYC, the Gotham FC. I'm happy for them. It's not like it's their first championship because I think this is the second one in 3 years that they've won. But for them to be the number 8 seed in the playoffs and come all the way up, beat number 1, beat number 2, and then win the championship, that is not an easy task to do. I don't care what sport you're playing. That's not easy.
Yeah. Can we circle back to the Niners and talk about this Brandon Ayuk situation?
Oh, do you really want me to go there with it? Here's okay.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. All right. Here's my thought. Brandon, pack your shit up and get the fuck out the locker room. Go. Goodbye. I am so sorry to cuss, but he reminds me of kind of the big bully, good sport, good athlete kind of guy. He's spoiled as hell. Spoiled as hell. He's not hurt. I don't want to hear about this. Oh, he's still hurt. No, he is not. No, he is not. Brandon Ayuk has been ready to play ball for the last 3 weeks. 3 weeks. He's been ready to play ball. But no, he wants to play this. I don't want to practice. I don't want to go to team meetings. I don't want to do this. Touchdown! Niners!
Okay, you just screamed in everybody's ear.
Oh, well, they know why I did. They know why I did. They know why I did. McCaffrey, 12-yard rush touchdown. Touchdown! 49ers! Anyway.
Maybe that's why. Anyway, go ahead and finish what you're saying.
So in my opinion about Brandon Ayuk, man, I don't care who listens to this. I don't care if you got connection with the 49ers. I don't care if you got connection with Brandon himself. Get the fuck out of our goddamn locker room. Go somewhere. Pack your shit and get out. Pack your shit and get out. He could have played tonight. He's been that healthy. He has been that healthy for 3 weeks. But now all of a sudden he doesn't want to participate in practice. He doesn't want to participate in meetings. He doesn't want to go, he doesn't want to do anything. Get your ass out. If I was coach, they took his money away from him. But I would have done more than that. I would have just said, fuck it, you cut, go, buy, pack, and get out. Go find a team before the end of the season. Don't care. Get out. Get out. And like I said, he reminds me of that, as a kid growing up, there was always this one kid who was always good.
Yeah.
But
I knew it.
But he didn't want to play unless he was on, his team, his picks, his people. He didn't want to play for his neighborhood because we'd always ask, come on, let's go play. Nah. Whatever, dude. But Brandon reminds me of that neighborhood brat who had the goddamn skills to do what was needed to win, and then all of a sudden just doesn't want to play. Well, if you don't want to play, dude, you're not going to get picked up by anybody because they're not going to give you the money the 49ers just took away from you. They gave you a huge extension and money. And then you want to play this, I don't want to play? Well, we ain't going to pay. How's that? You don't want to play? We ain't going to pay. We're taking that money back. That's void. That contract is done. So get your shit. Go somewhere. Because I'm as a fan and as a coach, a former player, I am done with that. He's beyond a cancer. He hasn't been a cancer on the team because he hasn't been on the team. What he is a cancer in the NFL. He is spreading dirt about himself all over the NFL. Nobody's going to want to pick him up. Nobody's going to want to deal with him. That's my personal opinion. Nobody's going to want to pick him up. So you might as well just, pack your bags, take your last paycheck. Hopefully you saved up enough money because you're not going to play in the NFL for I don't know how long. But if I was a GM for any other teams in the NFL, I'm not picking them up. I'm not picking them up. It's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen.
Okay. Yeah, just something came across my feed, and because that was one of the things that I wanted to do, like the halftime report, and talk about that.
Yeah. I'm looking at
in regards to the Niners.
Yeah, I'm still looking at the game. 17-3, we up. That's good. 4:29 to go in the game, and Carolina with the ball. But let's see what our defense can do. I want to see the defense step it up again. Now you are on the West Coast, so you are able to see things before I do, and I did not like what I just saw, which was the pass to the flat and him running and gaining 13 yards.
You're like a football nerd. You're like a nerd, dude.
Well, I played it.
Like the technical term, the football flat.
He was in the flats. The pass to the flats. Okay, so I'll put it in layman terms. Quarterback. Changing the play. Hands it off. Runner gets 4 yards. I won't say what gap he went into or where he went, but he got 4 yards out of it.
Okay.
Defense is
defense is what? Finish the sentence. Finish your thought.
It looked like they were in cover 2, but you wouldn't understand that. It looked like cover 2. Cover 2 is two safeties deep. For 2 safeties deep means they're expecting a pass. They are in cover 2 again. Nope, they just switched it up. Now they're in cover 3. Nope, now they're in cover 2 again. Come on, Lyman. Come on, man. Anyway, yeah. What else? Yeah, tonight is a special night.
Why?
Simply because we're watching the game and on our podcast, and I am trying to do the best I can to kind of commentate for anybody that's unable to watch the game. 2nd and 4, Carolina with the ball at the 49 or 34-yard line. Ball snap, catch, first down, Carolina. Defense needs a pick. We need a pick. We need a turnover. We need to turn defense up. We need to turn it up. Turn the heat up. We need to turn the heat up. We need to get to him. For one, we need to get to that quarterback right there. And I don't really like that defense. All right. That was cover one. Man to man. And it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Yeah, cover one, man to man.
Oh.
You are like ahead of me, so come on, man.
Dre, do you just want to end the live now?
Nope. We got about another.
So commentate.
We got a little more time on the show, but I'm looking at this and I'm like, why do a lot of offenses seem to find that open area in the 49er defense because there's no, they're not locking down somebody. Well, Bubba's. Yeah, there's a flag on the play. Okay. So, with false start, what we got? Personal foul. Come on, man. Personal foul for what?
Is it roughing the passer?
No.
I'm just throwing out terms that I hear.
No, what? How is that a personal foul? Oh my God. You gotta be kidding me. That's ridiculous. A personal foul when all he's doing is going into the line to try and block the kick. But what? He held it. Come on, man. Come on, man.
So were they trying to go for a safety?
2-point conversion.
Well, what is a safety then?
A safety is when, let's say the offense, let's say Carolina has the ball, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but they're in their own end zone. They're close to their own end zone, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the ball is snapped. There's a fumble. And the defense, the 49ers, land on the ball. Actually, no, that would be a touchdown because if Carolina actually got a hold of the ball and had it blocked, it would be a touchdown for the 49ers. So safety is basically when the offensive player, like a quarterback, is tackled in his own end zone. Mm-hmm. If a wide receiver is tackled in his own end zone, if the running back is tackled in his own end zone, that's a 2-point safety, and the 49ers will get the ball back. They get the 2 points plus the ball. So basically, if the offense gets caught with the ball in their own end zone, it is a safety. Now, if they lose the ball in their own end zone and the 49ers recover, it's a touchdown.
Okay, thank you.
I hope that was clear enough. And that's for anybody that might be listening to this podcast tonight. A little football knowledge for you if you didn't know. A little football knowledge. But yeah, I'm not too cool about what's going on with the defense. All of a sudden, we're just okay. Good catch. 8-yard pickup. I'll take that. Niners need to win this game tonight. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. We have got to beat these guys. We're still fighting for first place in the Western Conference or Western Division. Everybody's like all over the Rams. Oh, the Rams this, the Rams that. Okay, well, whatever.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you, whatever.
We get this win tonight, and we find a way to win next week before our bye week. And I don't know why the 49ers are the last team in the NFL to have a bye week. That's ridiculous.
I could have sworn they already had a bye week.
No, they haven't.
Yes.
And that's what I don't know. I don't know what the NFL is doing. Nobody does. Looking at a live score lookup, Warriors 15, Utah Jazz 13, but that's going to change and probably will change here in a moment. But yeah, Warrior game is on 15-13 at my last look. They got to get the Warriors got to get their stuff together too. It's not looking good for the Warriors right now. I mean, again, I said earlier, they had a long road trip, which wore them out. I understand that. And then they came home, had a day off, but they had to play the following day after the day off. So, still tired, still beat,
Traveling in and of itself.
Yeah, traveling is not easy. But yeah, they a 3-game win streak, then a 3-game lose streak. I'm hoping they can, somehow, some way pick it up. And, yeah, I'm hoping they can pick it up and get back on track, so to speak. I mean, like I said earlier, it is a long season, for the Warriors. So it's still early in the season, but you don't want to be going into mid-season struggling. First down. He's down. He was down. And even if he wasn't, we had the ball recovered. Knee down. Yeah, he's down. Knee is down. some of you people may not even be watching the game, or you are watching the game, and this is a reminder of what you're seeing, I guess. Here we go. 1st and 10 at the 45, 49ers with the ball. Brock, roll out. Kittle, first down, and then some. Yes. Throw those 3 fingers down like a 3-point play. I don't know where I wonder, I kind of wonder what started him doing that little wrist flick with the 3 fingers down. I mean, is it like 3 more downs? Actually, I think that's might be what it is. 3 more downs. Wow. But yeah, Kittle, tight end. That's who he is. He's a 49ers 49er.
Mm-hmm. For real, he embodies everything I would like to think the Bay Area is about.
Exactly. If there's a fan in the Bay Area that embodies the whole Bay Area, it is George Kittle. It is George Kittle.
But I feel like a lot of the players on the team embody like the Bay, like the good parts of the Bay. And that's some of the stuff, like segue into some of the stuff that I do like to share on our social media, primarily our Facebook pages, like the good human side of like Bay Area sports, the things that they do for the community, the love that they have for the community, and how they embody the Bay Area.
Yes. 49ers they are just notorious for doing things for the community. The Warriors are the same way. Giants do. The San Francisco Giants do, but I don't know if they have as much of an impact on the community as, say, the 49ers or the Warriors. But the 49ers and the Warriors really, really, really give back to the community as much as they can. And this year, the 49ers are doing what they always do. They're, feeding families, contributing to food pantries. As a matter of fact, in fact, if I'm not mistaken, the Valkyries over this past weekend were at a couple of food centers, and in fact, I think they were down in Tenderloin at what's that church? Glide, yes, Glide Memorial Church. A few of the Valkyrie were down there to help feed, and come on, man. Why are you calling those stupid ass plays? Excuse my language to everybody, but come on, man. We in the red zone, and you throwing a pass in the flat. Go deep and go into the end zone. You gotta be kidding me. They're reading that. They're looking for him. Come on. Oh my God. Coach. You, that man right there, you. Stop it!
Okay, before you start damaging everybody's ears, why don't you start the closing?
All right, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. Got all into the game and everything.
I do want to say one thing, because you said the Niners play Sunday, correct?
Say again?
The 49ers play this Sunday.
Yeah, they play tonight, and then they got to go back and play again.
So do you want to do a halftime report this coming Sunday for that game?
Yes.
We'll be back. Yeah. We'll be back with the halftime report on Sunday, and then we'll be Thursday.
Actually, yeah. No, I will not be able to do that because I will be at work.
Okay, well, no halftime report then. My bad. But we'll be back Thursday at 6:30 with another episode, talking about stuff, Bay Area sports. As always, You can find us on our social media pages, Sporting a Podcast at Gmail, Sporting a Smile Podcast. I think I said that wrong. Sporting a Smile Podcast on Instagram. I'm just all over the place tonight. Don't mind. I'm really tired. But yeah, check out our social media pages and check out what we offer. Thank you.
Yeah, tonight was a wild one because we were watching the game, and we're still going to be continuing to watch the game. But it was a little bit of a special thing. I gave you guys my halftime analysis and report during the show. This is the first time we've actually did a show during the game. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I had fun. Yeah. So, with that, I'm going to say it's been great. Thank you for listening. Keep on coming back. We're going to be here. And on behalf of my co-host,
Blue in the Bay.
See, I tried to let you introduce yourself or...
Oh, no, but hurry up.
Well, anyway, I'm Dre from the Bay. That's Blue in the Bay. This is Sporting a Podcast. Oh, my
Sporting
God.
a Smile Podcast. You did the same thing I did.
Now you got me all mixed up.
I know.
This is Sporting a Smile Podcast. I'm Dre from the Bay. He's Blue in the Bay. Let's watch the 49ers. We'll talk with you Thursday. Have a good night, everybody. Let's go Niners.